You ever have one of those moments where you catch yourself smiling, nodding, and saying, I'm fine, when inside you are hanging on by a thread? When your brain is screaming, I can't keep doing this, but your mouth says, no problem, I've got it. Yeah, that's not resilience, my friend. That is performance. And here's the kicker: most of us don't even know that that is what we are doing. Today, we're going to talk about the first step in mindset medicine method, which is recognize, because until you see what's really driving you, whether it is the anxiety, the approval, the addiction, the need to prove you're fine, you can't change it. Welcome to Mindset Medicine with Dr. Tanya Burfield, where science meets soul, burnout meets boundaries, and high achieving women finally stop performing and start healing. I am a resilience and transformation expert, nervous system strategist, and recovering overfunctioner just like you. This podcast is your sanctuary for breaking cycles, rewriting stories, and reclaiming your energy, your peace, and your power. Each week, we blend neuroscience, somatic practices, and spiritual truth to help you unlearn the noise and remember who you really are. You're not broken. You're breaking free. And this is your medicine. Before we dive into the topic today, I want to share just sort of a brief reading from the book, Radical Resilience. It's so pretty. This is from part 1. It's called The Performance Trap. So here we go. Uncovering the emotional wiring, cultural conditioning, and nervous system patterns that keep high-achieving women stuck in burnout, anxiety, and performance mode. You're not broken, you're performing. This is where radical resilience begins. Not in a wellness checklist, not in a gratitude journal, but in the gut-wrenching realization that you've been performing more than you've been living. You've been performing calm, performing capability, performing wholeness while secretly unraveling. You've been conditioned to hustle for your worth, to suppress your truth, to smile while your nervous system screams. This is the performance trap, and you were not born into it. You were trained for it. In this section, we name the traps: the emotional labor that goes unseen but is always expected, the perfectionism dressed up as high standards, the people pleasing that keeps you liked but never fulfilled, the anxiety that whispers, keep it together, when all you want to do is rest. This is not about blaming. This is about breaking the spell. Because the truth is, you're not too emotional. You're not too lazy. You're not bad at life. You're just exhausted from being everything for everyone. This is your radical permission slip to see the system, name the story, and unmask the performance trap. Radical resilience begins with the truth. Therefore, mindset medicine means seeing your symptoms as sacred signals, not personal failures. Let's begin with where the world told you to stay silent. Let's name what's been buried. Let's rip off the mask together. Does any of that resonate with you, my friend? I thought so. Let's get real. Most of us aren't living in a space of awareness. We're living on autopilot. We wake up, we go straight into performance mode. We manage schedules, we manage emotions, we manage expectations. And somewhere along the way, we forget to manage ourselves. Recognition is that radical act of seeing the machinery that's been running your life without your conscious consent. It's that moment when you realize, oh, I'm not anxious for no reason. I'm wired for it. I'm not tired because I'm lazy. I'm exhausted from holding it all. Or I'm not broken. I've been programmed. So within the book, we talked about performance trap as the first section, but in chapter 1, Anxious by Design, I talk about how your anxiety is not a glitch, it's a signal. And that's where recognition starts, by treating your symptoms as sacred signals, not personal failures. You learn to associate love with achievement, safety with control, and rest with guilt. So now your brain equates calm with danger. Stillness feels suspicious. That's not weakness, my friend. We've said it. It's wiring. Neuroscience tells your brain that something that you have this thing called default mode network. It's what keeps you running the same emotional loops over and over and over again. So the perfectionism, the people pleasing, the performance, because those things feel familiar to you. You don't consciously choose to be burned out. Your nervous system just keeps repeating this pattern because it worked one time. It kept you safe that one time. So it just keeps going back to it. And then in chapter 2, we start to talk about the invisible labor of womanhood. So that unspoken, unpaid emotional work that we absorb without even noticing that we're absorbing it. You hold the calendar, the care, the conflict resolution, the cleanup, and then you blame yourself for being tired. When your brain is juggling too many mental tabs, your body never gets to power down. That's not stress. It's not stress, my friend. It's not failure. It's not anything except for survival mode. So, recognition means that naming that load out loud. Maybe it sounds like I am carrying too much. This is not sustainable. I am not broken. I'm just buried. How about that? Is that resonating a little bit? So then in chapter 3, the perfectionism pattern, we meet this high functioning woman who has it all together but still feels like she's drowning because she's measuring her worth by her productivity and her perfection. That's why no achievement ever feels like you have done enough. The goalposts keep moving and your nervous system just keeps chasing. So Emily Nagoski calls this the human giver syndrome, the cultural conditioning that tells women that they're only valuable when they are selfless, pretty, and pleasant. That made me wrinkle my nose a little bit. I don't like it. But when you start to recognize what is happening, you get to dismantle that lie. It says, I can be enough without having to earn it. When we talk about recognition, we're not talking about judgment. We're talking about truth. This is not about calling yourself out, it's about calling yourself back. It's about seeing that your anxiety, your overfunctioning, your overachieving are all adaptations, proof of your own brilliance, not your brokenness. Once you can see the pattern, you can stop being the pattern. And from there, the real work begins. So, how about we drop into a little bit of somatic truth? Something that can we can use to sort of bring it all together. So, this is a body listening ritual. The purpose is to connect recognition to nervous system communication, translating sensations into meaning. So you can either sit or stand, whatever you're doing. This doesn't need like a meditative state. It just needs you to pay attention for a moment. So just get comfortable. Take a nice deep breath. Just try to quiet your mind. Take another breath. And I want you to ask your body one question. And that question is, what truth are you trying to tell me today? Don't think it. Drop out of your head. This is not your headspace. This is about your feelings. Go into the emotions. Go into your body. Nice deep breath. What truth are you trying to tell me today? Notice where your attention goes first, wherever that might be, your chest, your stomach, your throat, wherever it is, place a hand there. Breathe into it. Feel the breath move through your hand. Just allow whatever is there to have some space, whether it's tension, emotion, warmth, maybe nothing at all. That's okay. Just let it have space. Really listen. Hear it. Hear you. This is about partnering with your body instead of performing over it. Your body will always speak first, loudly, and truth. Your mind is just the interpreter. One more. Nice deep breath. Nice and big. And as you exhale, imagining that truth softening through your whole system, like exhaling a lifetime of holding it together. Nice job, my friend. So here's your medicine for the week: recognition, not another checklist, not another mindset hack, just awareness. Notice your patterns, name your truth, and then for a little extra credit, share it with me. As part of the Black Friday giveaway that I'm doing, I want to celebrate every single woman who's brave enough to acknowledge what she's recognizing right now. So send me an email at info@drtanyab.com and tell me one thing that you're acknowledging about yourself, something that you have finally seen clearly. Everyone who sends that note to me will be entered to win a copy of the Radical Resilience Workbook and the Audio Journey, which are both dropping on Black Friday, because this work is exactly what you deserve to have witnessed for you. So send me an email. Okay. You've recognized the story. You've named the pattern. You've remembered that you were never broken, only conditioned. Next week, we will talk about surrender. We will talk about how to stop gripping and how to start growing. Until then, take a nice deep breath, be gentle with yourself, and remember, I love you.